Okay, hello there. This is gonna be our first attempt to a class, and we're gonna try to explain which is the clipboard over here. It doesn't seem to have a lot to explain, but let's get to it. First, definition of clipboard. In the computer world, we call clipboard to a place in the computer memory used to temporarily store information we want to duplicate or move around between applications in a computer or sometimes on the same application. In this case, we're working with Excel. So let's see how this works over here. The first thing that we're going to explain is this little scissors over here. If you put the mouse over it, you're gonna see a description. It says it means cut. That's why the scissors. It also gives you a shortcut, Control X, which you're gonna use often because you don't want to go. You don't want to select and go and click and select and click. You just select Control X, and that's the cut. What does it do? It copy the selection to the clipboard and set some sort of erase after paste retrieval tag. What does that mean? That whenever we use the cut and we try to paste somewhere else, we're gonna tell the application to erase the previous record or the source when we put it somewhere else. That's what I meant with erase after paste tag. Now we have these two little documents over here. It's copy, very common copy. It says that the shortcut is Control C, and well, you can see the description. You make a duplicate of the selection on the clipboard for later retrieval. This is not going to erase the source. Now we have this little paint over here, Format Painter. It does some kind of things that we're gonna shake around later. It's a little brush. It only copies cell formatting. Whenever you have something you already spend some time giving format to, and you just want to make something look like that, you just select your format and copy, and then you can paste it with this. As you can see, it has instructions over there. Select the content, click Format Painter, select somewhere else. Easy. For example, if I like this format on this cell, I select it, I click on the brush, I select somewhere I want to copy that format to, and we got it. Same thing. That's how it works. Okay, now what else do we have there? A clipboard with a blank page, which is this, and it's paste. Clicking on paste will make the exact copy of the selection we previously cut or copied. And yeah, that's very common. We do that every time. But paste is not just paste. When you click on it, you can see that there are a lot of different types of paste over there, and they do different stuff. Sometimes cool stuff, sometimes not very useful stuff. So let's get to it again. Okay, so let's start talking about paste. First one we have is regular paste. That's just gonna make a exact copy of your selection. Let's say that we select this, and then we go somewhere else. We just click on the regular paste, and there you go. It's like numbers and formats. You know what this is changing colors is because it has some conditional formatting, something that we will see later. But it most likely gonna stay the same. Probably, you know what? I'm gonna try just do it on the same rows. Like for example, and see, this is the same because this format is conditioned by rows. So let's say that this is a little blue, this is white, this is blue, this is white, this is blue. So if I paste it over here, first one's gonna be white and blue. Conditional stuff. The thing is that it's gonna paste the same colors if they are not conditionally formatted, same numbers in the same format with same format conditions, and that's regular paste. So now let's get to the next one. The next one is paste formulas. Well, you can see over here in the cells that we have something over here at the top. Well, this is called the formula bar. Thank you, pop-up. Let's say that we don't want to copy the color or the font or whatever else. So what we're gonna do is, hey, I just want the formula here. In this case, it really wouldn't make sense to copy these formula because these conditions are related to these previous cells and some other things. So they are probably gonna be worthless anywhere else. But just for the sake of showing how that works, let's copy it, Control C. And then let's come here, and if you right click, you don't have to go all the way there, and you can get the same menu. You click on this little arrow over here. So let's just paste the formula, and it pastes the number. Why? Because this is the result of whatever is whatever that somebody tried to do here. So after going through all these conditions in this formula, the result is 5. We only copy the formula, not the colors, not the borders, or anything else. Okay, now the next one, it's formulas and number formatting. This is not going to copy the format of the cell, just the value and the number formatting. In this case, it's going to be almost the same because the number is not really a lot of, it doesn't have a lot of format, it doesn't have any type of general of a number type or anything. So if we try doing the same with some other cell, as we'll see, and then we try to paste it here, number and formatting. Oh, you know what? Yeah, this number has the formatting of having 2 zeros. So yeah, this copy, like you see over here, when we go through both of them, they don't change because it's the same formula, except that in this place we only copy the formula. In anything else, and with formula and number formatting, we copy that it has zeros over there. So that was keep source formatting when pasting. Let's go to the next one. No, sorry, that was formulas and number formatting. The next one is keep source formatting. We're not gonna see like a lot of differences. We do it over here. Let's copy up something. Let me clear this here. Let's select something. Let's copy it. And then if we choose keep source formatting, it really doesn't make a lot of sense because it seems exactly as if regular paste. This makes more sense when you paste this information somewhere else. For example, if you go to Word or you go to PowerPoint, the first and you right click there to paste whatever you copy in Excel, the first thing you're gonna see in the paste menu is that it says keep source formatting, which means that you're gonna paste it as it is on this application, which is Excel, and you're gonna have some other options if you don't want to keep the formatting as pasting a link, pasting a picture, pasting just the data. So the way to check more how keep source formatting work, how that paste work, is trying in different applications. The next paste option is no borders, which will copy, as it says, everything except the borders. No biggie there. Okay, so now let's go to the next one, which is keep source column widths. That's self-explanatory. It's just gonna try to, whenever you paste, as you can see, if you see here in the top, we have different column widths. This one is bigger than this one, of course, and this one is still bigger. And then we're pasting over here where they are like the same size. But if you want to keep the width of the cell, or the cells we're copying, let's try this. For example, these 3 are different. We copy this and let's just regular paste them there. The first one is smaller than the original. This one is bigger than the original because I think it took 2 cell sizes. And this one, which was the biggest, is small. But what if we try to paste keeping the column widths? See, now it changed the whole column. So, and now they changed to match the width that we set with this kind of paste over here, which now matches the same width we had originally. That was pasting keeping source column widths. So what's the next one? The next one is transpose. Let me clear this again to see that. Transpose. What is that going to do? It's going to place the information we're copying in a 90-degree direction. It's going to change it. It sounds tricky, but it's easier if we do it. Okay, how does transpose work? Let's say that I copy this information. If I transpose it 90 degrees, what it's going to do is going to kind of move it at a 90-degree angle and put it, instead of having it left to right, it's going to be up down. So let's just try it. I'll copy these 4. No, I'll copy all this. This is a row. It means that transposing it is going to make it a column. See? Starting with the first one, it made it a column. So it's going to be exactly the same if we get a row. So let's say that I get these rows and copy them. What transpose is going to do? Make them a row. See? Now you know what's more cool? That you can do this with the whole table. Of course, not like you're gonna get the result you want if you're using a table that has a lot of conditional formats and formulas. But you get the idea. It's gonna work with a most likely any regular table that doesn't have anything but numbers on there. But it's cool because you can transpose the table if you want to, and that's paste transpose, which is something very cool. I mean, I think it is. So just let me get rid of this and get to the next one. The next one says merge conditional formatting. This is super tricky. So, but we have to just try to review it because it's over here. We copy a preconditional formatted section, which means a section which its format depends on certain values and conditions that we set to it. For example, well, I really don't want to get to this right now because for conditional format is when we go all the way to styles and we are in Clipboard. But let me try to explain it quickly. A condition is, for example, I can set this cell to color itself in a different color if it's the highest number or the lowest number on this list, for example. So let's say that I'll try to conditionally format this and tell you, hey, whenever the number is low, paint it green. As it's getting bigger, paint it red. So first one's gonna be green, this is gonna be red, and you're gonna shade all this between this green and this red. And that's a condition that I can set here, but we're not doing that right now, okay? So pasting conditional formatting means that if I want to keep that conditional formatting somewhere else or add it somewhere else, I'll just copy it and paste it somewhere else. Conditional formatting. In this case, the conditional formatting is it's about these colors over here, but we really don't care about that. So that's the way it works. That's what it does. We're not gonna see it right now. Okay, now we have some other type of pastes conditions. They are in a group that is called paste special. We were reviewing paste. Now we have paste. Oh wait, paste special is here, and then we have these three. Okay. Okay, let's try the first one. Values. Values will just place the value content of the original field with no formats. Okay. We copy this. We're not supposed to get the zeros. We're not supposed to get the dollar sign. We only paste numbers. See? Also, we are not pasting formulas. See that we have formulas here? Not anymore. We just want the values. There you go. That is paste special values. It's very used, for example, when you make a, if you use conditions. For example, you said if this cell is let's say over 5, well, whatever, let me do something here. It's just a bad example. So let's say that we have this, and then we try to we try to move it down and say, okay, well, if you make a good condition for something, it's gonna change, low, big, low, and then you say, well, you know what, I wanna have this, but if this changes, for example, if this is minus 9, it's gonna say, nah, yeah, but I don't want it to change. I want it to keep it, and every time I change the values, it changes. Okay, what will you do? Well, if it is as you want, and you don't want to change it, you will just copy it, and then you will special paste values, and now you don't have the if, see? And then you will keep your whatever you had there, even if you change it back, it's not gonna change. So you're gonna use that a lot if you make something that you want to stay there. Okay, the next one is values and number formatting. Well, I think that's something, one of those self-explanatory things. Paste special values and formatting. So we got the zeros and we got the sign. Yet we just got the number, not the formula. And let's try the other one, which is values and source formatting. Values, number formatting, and cell formatting, everything in that paste, but not the formulas. So this is what this special section is about. It's about pasting just the values. Okay, what's next? We have other paste options over there. So let's get to copy something. Copy. Other paste options over here. Let's see what they do. The first one is paste formatting. It means that it's not gonna paste any contents, just the formatting. So, oh yeah, I like this blue and white formatting, so let's copy it somewhere else just because, with my other paste options. See, no values, no formulas. That's what paste formatting is about. Okay, the next one is paste link. This is cool because when you're gonna paste these cells, as they are, of course, as you can see, this has no format. I don't know why it doesn't have it, because, well, it doesn't, by itself, pasting a link doesn't say paste a link and lose the format, so it's not something we expected. But it doesn't matter because you can copy the format here as we did before. But what this does is paste a link somewhere else, which means that if these are reference to the original cells, as you can see, this cell has a formula, but this cell have a reference to this cell over here. Whatever happens here is going to change here. So let's say that I change this to 56. See, now these ones changed over here too, because this one is linked to this one, and that's what paste link is. Now picture, let's say that you know what, I like this how it is and I want to put it in a presentation, but I don't want it to get messed up. I don't want the cells to move around, or maybe it doesn't fit, or maybe I want to resize it and I can't if I paste it as a table. But if you copy it and you paste it as a picture, but okay, here now see, it's the same, but you can move it around and you can resize it, which is very cool. I mean, if you just want to put it in a PowerPoint, that's the way to go. Paste the picture. You don't need to change values in a PowerPoint, right? And there. That's a cool paste. Now the next one is link picture. Well, that's even cooler if you wanted to change. I mean, I don't know why would you need that very often, but it's also cool. Let's copy it. Okay. Where am I here? Oh, because I moved the picture. Okay. Paste. Link picture. Oh, well, I just copied one cell. 20. And what happens if I change the original value over here? Look down there. It changed too. Because this is a picture that you can resize and move around, but it's still linked to the original cell. So let's move it around. Now I want to change this to 15, and my link picture changed too. That's cool too. Okay, so let's again clear stuff here and go to the next. What? Oh, come on, picture. And then let's go to the other paste operations we have. Other paste operations are not copying something to get the paste options, are not over here or available, but when you click on paste special, you get another window which has a little more options that we didn't have before. So let's check them out. The first one we're gonna see is paste comments. Comments are something that not everybody use, but you can add it to cells, and it's something that is not gonna be there. It's not gonna be intrusive, but if you want to see it, you can. For example, let's say that I want to add a comment here, and the comment will be, don't forget information. See, now you can see that the cell has a little red arrow, which means that it has a comment there, but it's not intrusive. It's not showing it to you unless you put the mouse there or you click there. And this is, oh come on, so I wrote don't forget. Well, don't forget to add this information. Okay, never mind. Well, so we're just gonna try to show how copy comments work, and well, you know how it's gonna work. We'll just go here, copy, and then we go somewhere else, paste special. I just wanna paste the comments, and there you go. Nothing changed, but I added this comment over here. So that's what paste comment is about. And now the other one is validation. I'm probably not gonna work here too, because validation, it just copies as comments the validation for custom cell conditions of the original cells. So for that we should have validated cells, and we're not doing that right now. Okay, now we're gonna try the last paste section we have, which is gonna be operations. We only work with cells. It doesn't work with cells that have formulas. That's what I converted all these cells with formulas to regular cells using the copy paste values option that we saw before. And let's try this. So how this is gonna work? We have these original values here. I'm gonna copy them somewhere else so we don't forget them. And what we're gonna do is paste them above them, so to see how that works. We're gonna paste special add. What is this gonna do? If we copy these values and we paste them over here or somewhere else, it's gonna be added to the value there. For example, if I copy this over here, it's gonna be the result is gonna be that this cell is not gonna change to 2. It's gonna change to 32 because it's gonna be 30 plus 2. This one is gonna change 42 plus 6, which is gonna be 48. This one is gonna change to 68, and this one is gonna change to 142. So let's try that. Oh, let's try that here. Paste special. See, it didn't change anything. It just added these values to the target cell's values. So I think that it really don't have to go through this a lot, because we're gonna try this with other operations. Paste special, subtract, paste special, multiply. Original cell values multiplied by these values over here. And the last one, divide. That I'm really never used that before, but I'm pretty sure that I should. So keep that in mind. Okay, that's it for operations. So now let me. Oh, when you click on Clipboard over here, when you see over here this little, like little 2 lines and a little arrow over here, this opens the Clipboard. What it does, it will display some of the recently copied information, because, well, when computers started, you can only have one thing copied at a time, but when you open the selection, sometimes you're gonna see different copy sources you used before, and you can paste them. It has 2 options, paste all and clear all. I really don't get how this you gonna copy and you gonna copy, and then you gonna copy. So let's go somewhere and click on paste all and see what it does. Well, it pasted all. It really doesn't give any kind of format or separation, so it's kind of messy, but it's what it did. It just paste all of them. You can also, of course you can just go and paste whatever you want. I mean, you just want to paste this one, or I just want to paste this one. See, you can also delete some of them or delete them all, and that's the extra we have here. I'm gonna call this little thing here in the corner extra, so when I go here it's extra. Okay, and that will be it for Clipboard section of our Home tab. Thank you for your attention.